Hey guys, I just had to step aside to start my breakfast, which is gonna be eggs and Canadian bacon, as I call it. Just like it's like maple chicken sausage or whatever. It's really good. But anyway, this part I'm gonna talk to you about two things: one, your role in life, and two, how it's all a game. And if you take it too seriously, you're never gonna make it out alive. I'll tell you this: there's three things to keep in mind: the movie Jumanji, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and Capital One banks. What these mean, and I'll tell you these in respect to order for. Oh, and also that yes, we can still watch you on shows like Wipeout. Also, to comment on these things. One, if you've never seen movie Moana, or Moana or Jumanji, then you might not know about Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but he's quite a guy. He really holds the team together. He's like kind of more of like a assault recon kind of guy. But anyway, he's definitely like a stable guy. He's got his life together. He actually used to be a pro wrestler. So I mean, if you don't know much about America, you haven't heard of Dwayne the Rock Johnson, you might have been living under a rock, but maybe you're just from Ireland and it's Patrick. Who knows? Anyway, next thing to keep in mind is Capital One banks. That's important because Capital One, the idea of having a Capital One is like the idea of having like your own wallet. The motto is what's in your wallet, right? It's like having your own like capital. Like if you even like say your name out loud, like the capital letter of your capital name is like being your own Capital One bank kind of person, but applying to the Capital One Bank, which I think is based in DC, which is like I don't know where the Financial Credit Bureau is based. Wherever that financial branch is based is where DC is, or where the major banking central location is. But anyway, the idea is you work hard for your money. You want your money to work hard for you. So if you are like people who don't invest wisely, then maybe you didn't work hard, and maybe you didn't end up getting much return on your work, like any goods and or resulting work offers or things like that. So I don't know. But if you're and the other thing I was gonna think of, I forget, but I'll get back to it when I get back to it. So it's not a big deal. It's a game. Don't take it too seriously. Never get out of life. Because you should be having fun. It's a game, right? Just play play to have fun, or play for whatever reason you do. You're trying to win or lose a life that is already pushing you off the table because nobody likes those people. Because if you're too aggressive, then it kind of just ruins the vibe of the entire game. Like if you're on a show and you're like, I'm here to fucking win, everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck who the fuck let that person on the show? Right? And that's the idea. So like, obviously, let's say this entire rule is like the basis for the game show of Earth. And no one's gonna let you into the game show if you don't pass the audition. So if you're not like, a positive person, if you're not here to, be the kind of person people want to see on the show, then no one's gonna want to like see you on Earth. But anyway, come with that mindset, come with that mentality, and we'll see how you do. Call me Kenny Blankership, one of your Twitter brain co-hosts, and talk to my partner Vic Romano, who is not the actual Vic Romano, but I'll call him Victor Romano, so there's no confusion. But anyway, he's my buddy from Penn State, and we do things like almost always together. So I actually messaged him the other day on Snapchat about doing something in real life. Maybe we'll host something on Twitter or on YouTube. I mean, and maybe you'll see us do something with our friends in the Cotton Mill, like a game show day, where we do maybe we can do the whole Batu day. Or we could do like we'll do like an American style a mashup of Wipeout mixed with MXC, because those are like the two shows that we probably would both love and respond to get the most. But we'll not tell you anything about it because we're gonna have to come up with them, or at least have the idea for it and make it our own. So anyway, stay tuned for that. And as with all American game shows and all Japanese game shows and all game shows in general, we hope you like it. So watch and hope you're entertained. So but anyway, I'll call it Misters and Hits, Misters and Hitters. How about that? All right. The first thing that comes to mind is Simple Pickup, but we'll come back to it. Anyway. We'll let this idea progress organically as it does, and when it's germinated into something that I feel is beautiful, then we'll chop it down, we'll build a cabin out of it, and we'll fucking. Am I about to turn into a zombie? Because I'm getting hungry for vegetables, I think. Anyways, I don't know. Wait, there's a leaf! Yeah, Christina, there's a leaf! Oh my god, is this the land before time? I'm sorry. But anyway, I will drop in Sarah, but first of all, do you even know about that do? Like, do you even do? I know Mark would do the do. You should Mark, back me up. We need someone to run the Gary Mart. I'm sorry, but what I'm trying to say is, you treat life with the due funness, or the dueness of how much life can be considered something you love. The idea of like live, love, learn is live life, love the people, that you love, and learn from your mistakes. I think those are the three things to hold as like a good holy motto. Also, treat life as a holy thing in the grand scheme, because it is. And the only other thing you got to keep in mind is this rating thing. You can rate things in all things in life. You can do this too. So that's essentially like something else that you just can always keep in mind. So with that being said, that's just like a kind of a simple way to sum up all of the number 11 of Life of Earth, except for one thing I'm thinking of, which is Ramses. Ramses in his tomb. If I'm thinking of Ramses' tomb, I'm thinking of the Curse of the Pharaoh's Tomb. But then I'm thinking of two books, which are Goosebump books. One is the Curse of the Mummy, and one is the Return of the Mummy. I do not know much about the Curse of the Mummy, but I do know that I lost a scarab once. So I don't know where it went, but maybe it's cursed. So who knows? I picked it up at a store because I was there, and I was like, I want to buy something. So I walked into the store and I saw like a scarab beetle. I was like, this is really cool. I want a scarab beetle. So I bought it, and then I went for a walk. And then I don't remember what happened afterwards, but I ended up losing the scarab. So I don't know where it went. But maybe, I don't know, maybe the Scorpion King stole it for all I know. Anyway, I don't know where it is, but just as a thing to keep in mind. Also, when I was in Australia, I really wanted to get a jacket, but someone else bought the size that I wanted to get. So that was weird. I felt like that jacket was made for me, because I saw it like, that's like the perfect jacket for me. This is like the exact jacket I've always wanted. And then when I went to buy it, someone else already bought it. So I was really bummed. I was like, how could someone else have bought my jacket? That's like such a bummer. Like, anyway. I was bummed about that, but I don't know. I just want to say my sister sells my Nightwings in Bali. That's what I call them. They're the shoes that I bought in New York City with these awesome neon blue laces that I customly put on, which remind me of Unicode for me, because everything in the 1940s, I believe, is like neon because it's all radioactive. But anyway, it's all still, I think, that's the case in Bali. So hope you send them over back safe and sound soon, because I want those, and also want my Speeder Cross 4s because they're cool and I want to wear those at some point, because I think I'll wear them for the Foxtrot whenever I decide to do a Foxtrot with someone, or learn the Foxtrot, or learn and do the Foxtrot with someone. How about that? Anyway, that's what some things are about that I'm thinking of, or that are prevalent in my life. I don't know. Nothing else to say except I don't have any surprises, but if any of you guys from Britain want to come over and have a spontaneous Harry Potter party, it could sound like the dorkiest thing on earth in your life, but it could be the funnest thing you could ever imagine if you're really aware of how much fun it could get. Just saying. And I don't mean to lame Harry Potter, but I mean, like, imagine how fun, like, just, like, think of how fun I am in real life, think of how entertaining I am, and think of, like, all the things you can do with butterbeer, wands, and our bodies. But like with all the freedom to be ourselves and how personable we are as people, and just the fact that there's nothing telling us we have to be dorky and we don't have to be at all, because this is literally just like an all expenses paid access to the VIP lounge of the Harry Potter world. So anyway, also if you're a traveler, I have some rings here. You can pick up at least 2 rings. If you've ever also as a side note niche, if you've read the Pentagon book series and you feel that you deserve a ring, maybe there's a special ring for you somewhere on Earth, or maybe one of the rings that is in my drawer in my kitchen could be for you. I don't know. One's blue, but like a specific color of blue, and one is actually, maybe this ring is for someone. Does anyone want this neon green ring? If you're a traveler and you feel that this ring is truly meant for you, you can come get it. I've been working on my thumb the entire time. Maybe the blue one's for me. Maybe I should be wearing the blue one. I don't know. It seems to be a theme now that I think about it. All my things are blue. Like this shirt's blue. This hat's blue. I'm thinking about this live, but it's like, do you even want to hear this? This is like my inner monologue, my inner thoughts. This hat's blue. The Blue Ranger logo is blue. So maybe I should be wearing the blue ring instead of the green ring. Here's what I do. Well, I don't waste your time, but I'm gonna set this ring off and I set it right here. Okay, because I don't wear it. Someone else wear it. You know, if I'm gonna do the Blue Ranger over, awesome. I'll always wear the Blue Ranger stuff. I think it's just like two things. A, I don't know if you can hear anything there, but this is so very nice. Okay. Let's put my eggs and sausage, and now I'm not wearing the blue rings. I feel much more comfortable, actually. So whoever you are, who truly wants this ring, come and talk to me. And if I feel that you deserve the ring, then I'll bestow it upon you. And who knows? Maybe we'll talk more about your future destiny as a traveler of Earth. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if you could hear. Also, on a side note, as I said before, I don't know if you could hear me from the kitchen. I was in there. I had to turn my eggs over because I'm cooking them. It's my breakfast, that is, and I I had to do that so they would burn. Anyway, that's about all I gotta say with the number 11. Except that life is a fun game. This is my message to Lacoste, who made like one of the best commercials of all time, which inspired me to just step it up whenever I was like really nervous about meeting this girl to go to a Holy Festival in college. I'd never like gone on a formal date before. I'm talking about that now, and she invited me to go to a Holy Festival. I was like, you know what? Like what? In my mind, in my head, I was like, well, what if I accidentally like get in a relationship or no? What was I gonna say? What if I actually end up like being in a relationship with this girl? Like then I'd be committed, and then I'd just be stuck with like one girl for my entire life. And I was like, but then I couldn't like date other girls. Like what if I ran into like a girl that I really like? That's like what I was thinking of the entire time. But I watched this commercial, and it was a Lacoste commercial, and I forget what it's called, but I think it's called The Leap. And the message is life is a beautiful sport. And you'd have to watch the commercial yourself to get the full impact of the message. But anyway, that I'll just leave it at that. So my message to you is life is a fun game, and if you take it too seriously, you'll never make it out alive. So with that being said, I do just now wonder, is any of you? Sorry, I absolutely slipped on my finger. I'm not gonna ruin anything else, but I still got some ideas for the future, and I want to see who's on board. So anyone who wants to quote get on my level can come check me out, and we'll do our things together. And what was I gonna say? I don't know. I think what I'll do is just keep talking about, anyone who wants to hop on board with this whole down under, down but not down but not out, two under but not folding kind of thing. Is game day? Okay, so I picked House of Cards, Dragon Lord of the Manor. I picked what else am I gonna say? My dream role in the entire world, I guess, would be Prime Minister of the country of Oceania, but I would call it Australasia, or maybe not anymore. I was gonna say Australia at first, but then I was thinking, but I prefer to call it Oceania, and I was like, maybe I call it Australasia. So I don't know. I think ideally it would be called certain things, but I gotta keep three things in mind. Australia is what it's called now. Oceania is essentially how I'd ideally call it, and Australasia is how I believe it should be called. So that's what I would do, and that's essentially what I'd say. So that's me, your boy, the Thunder from Down Under, just reminded you of two things. A, you don't have to take everything literally, because you should relax and just chill. B, you don't have to, take life too seriously, because you should have heard my point before. It was like the best point ever. And C, if you're trying to speak to me in Spanish right now, amigo, no comprendo. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I gotta go get my breakfast. So, peace out.